Hey guys, I'm Benjamin James Baker, also known as EG.DeMusliM. I'm a StarCraft 2 professional player for Evil Geniuses. And I'm here to help you with certain matchups. In this case, it will be Terran against Protoss on a map called Daybreak, which is a less than favorable map for Terran. But I'm going to teach you some little tips and advice and things that I can give you, or try and help you with this matchup in general. So we're going to get right on into the game. So as I pointed out, this map is Daybreak. I'm the blue Terran. Imp Bales is the red Protoss. So I'll get this game underway and put it on 2x speed. So as you can see, just a nice little split here. The game does auto kind of split for you, but it's going to go ahead anyway. So this is just a normal ladder game. Hi GL, have fun it's called, so it's a nice mannered game. Here I am mineral stacking. Just means I get more minerals than I would if I was just putting them in each individual patch. The way that works is you put them on the closest patches possible, rather than the far away ones, and they just return minerals faster to you. It's very obvious and just worth doing. As you can see here, I haven't actually built a wall in with this depot. Reason being, I just want to get as many minerals as fast as possible and just removing the travel distance. One of the reasons you do build a wall is because proxy gateway rushes and stuff, they'll be halted by a wall, but that's actually stopped a lot on this map. What happens on this map a lot is Nexus first, but he isn't doing that. Why? I do not know. It's one of the best builds on this map, but some Protosses just don't feel safe doing it. And the reason you can do this on this map, it's just so big. No Terran really plays aggressive on this map because you have to try and play greedy to outgreed the Protoss. Anyways, I am going for a scout here. He does believe I am going for an expo because that is a very, very normal build to be doing on this map. I do actually make my second depot. So I'm going for a slightly later expo than normal. I do check my base to make sure that probe isn't anywhere being sneaky, planting a pylon in my base and it's going to kill me later on. I just play completely standard from this point on. So as you can see, it's just building SCVs, building Marines. I do scout here, try and block this Nexus if he was to make one with an engineering bay, which is really cool. I get away with this SCV too. I get to see that he's got a stalker out. So this engineering bay prevented him from getting his Nexus up as fast as he wanted. It's also made me see what unit he had next. If it was a sentry, I'd have known full well what he was doing. If it's a stalker, that means he's going to try and get map control and prevent me from doing certain things. So here this SCV is trying to get away. He hasn't actually seen a stalker, but he'll just assume that a stalker is after him. And look, just get caught by a stalker here. He did scout very well and went for some anti-scouting for me. So I don't know exactly what he's doing. I don't know if he's got his expo up just yet. Anyways, I'm playing safe because I don't know if he does have an expo. I don't know if he's going to 4-gate me or whatever. So I'm just producing Marines as fast as I can. Here I do have 3 Rexes. I've talked about games where I just go 2 Rexes, but in this case, I don't know his expo is going down for sure. Building my factory, going to get Starport eventually for double medevac production, because that's very standard in TvT. Anyways, getting Stim, getting Reactor and Tech Lab, yada yada. Getting a refinery, getting an engineering bay, everything's very simple. But look at this. This Protoss has gone for a really sickeningly fast third. Half scout-wise, I'm a little bit behind, but that's how much you should be in this matchup, really. So you just start producing probes from most of his bases, 3 probes at a time, so his harvester count will go off the scale right now. I don't know this has happened yet, I don't believe. Yep, I don't even know he's got this expansion yet, but how can I scout? The question is, or the answer is I can't. So I'm just playing safe, even if this was a 6-gate coming. So I'm even putting up a 3rd bunker now because I feel pretty vulnerable. I'm getting up a lot of upgrades now, and if he was to attack me right now, that'd be in a crucial, or I'd be in a horrible, horrible position. So the 6-gate push does come around 8:30 to 9. So I would have defended that with 3 bunkers quite easily. So I'm just preparing for that. I do see this little army. And this is, again, this factory just allows me to see when he moves out of my base and such. So this is a nice little spot. This is a spot that I have talked about on this map before, where if you have overlords or factories or whatever, they cannot be shot at by ground units unless you have air vision. So that's a really, really critical spot to have. Anyways, let's look at my upgrades. They're all going to finish roughly within the next 40 seconds. What do I do after that? I've planted down a 3rd. I plant down a lot of Rex. And now I even plant down an engineering bay and an armory to get my upgrades faster. I start running around the map. And I just want to talk about the supply. He's had this 3rd up for quite a while now. See the mineral patches. So some of them are missing roughly 200 minerals. And I'm actually still equal in supply. Harvest count-wise, I am 9 behind. But army-wise, I'm actually a little bit ahead. So yeah, army supply 44 against 34. So if you just think about that for a little second, there was no need me rushing out. I made 3 bunkers. I was very safe against the 6-gate timing push strategy. I'm producing 5 Rexes now, so it's going to be 8 Rexes pretty soon, getting my 3rd up pretty soon, And I'm still equal on supply, even though he got up this really fast third. So has this paid off for him yet? No, it hasn't. So I'm going to go check out. So I don't know if he has got a third yet, but this is the obvious place to scout if he does. And this is a nice position for me too. So I'm going to put it on faster speed, which is the normal speed of StarCraft 2. Just going to not really engage in a place where I don't really want to engage. His army is slow. Upgrade-wise, I'm actually ahead right now, so this is a really good timing for me to attack. I do run forward, I do start picking off a few sentries, I'm stutter stepping back, and these force fields that he's got do trap my units. Charge does kick in for him. This makes things a lot better, but the timing of this attack was really, really sweet. It's before his 1-1 kicked in, I forced him into a fight that he didn't really want to take, and now his 1-1 does finish. Now he'll be able to halt or thwart my attack pretty easily. Harvester-wise, I'm still producing a lot of units at a time, getting upgrades to 2-1 on the way. He hasn't got 2-2 just yet. He is producing probes still, and he is ahead on probes. So now 2-2 started, my 2-1's on the way. Getting Marauders, getting Marines, getting medevacs. My third is being put up right now into an orbital, and I've got lots of medevacs. One of the things I like to talk about here is how many medevacs I make this game. If you have a medevac for absolutely every individual unit, you're going to win. Another thing, this factory actually means I can see everything that moves down this path and down this path. This is a really sweet spot for this building, and it's really worth putting that to good use. So I can see what his army composition is made of. I'm using this factory to see where his army goes and when it does it. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good spot right now. Putting up my third, I am a little bit supply block, making a lot of depots right now. I've got a lot of Raxes to produce, and we will see once I do put up this third and I start throwing down mules, non-stop production will be coming out. So yeah, every building is used up as efficiently as it can possibly be right now. I'm moving out with a decent army, and upgrade-wise, my 2-1, or I'm already at 1-1, so we're again even. So this is really good timing, and yet again, just before his 2-2 finish. So timing-wise, I've got my timings down this game. But I do move back, his army is quite scary. But look at the supplies. He's had this third up way longer than I have. But supply-wise, I'm roughly 30 ahead right now. That is actually pretty huge. These 8 Rexes are kicking in right now. I'm getting good upgrades. Once this second tier weapon upgrade kicks in, I will just completely pound on him as much as I can. So look, a lot of units are being produced. I even killed a pylon down here with this little hit squad because units kept flourishing in. And yeah, here I do stim and kill a couple of zealots. So things are going pretty nice. I do start clearing out this middle path. One of the things I want to do is I want to reinforce as fast as I can. One of the disadvantages of playing Terran is no matter what you produce, it only comes out of where you produced it. So I got a lot of Rexes here, 8 Rexes producing so efficiently, and yet again, so my macros on key, on song this game, but getting them to the spot, they'd have to run all the way around here, which may not seem like a big deal, but just running through this middle path makes things a lot quicker and easier. I do have a lot of medevacs here. I do want to fight him pretty soon, given that I am maxed very, very shortly. So I want to use my army as efficiently as I possibly can, given that I am 40 supply ahead. And I do stem. I do start stutter stepping away using his force fields against him. So I'm just splitting up here, spreading out so his Archons don't do that much damage when they hit me. He doesn't have Colossus. He does not have Storms. So all I need to do is spread out and make sure these Archons don't do damage. And look at that. I've already got like 100 supply lead. I'm doubling him from just a single engagement. My upgrades are decent against his. I'm 2-1 against 2-2. That's actually a big win for Terran. And look, I'm just smashing him. I'm stimming. My reinforcements are flying across the map. I'm just smashing him at every corner. Just crushing his army, getting 3-2 when he's getting 3-3, and GG is called. So that game was just about using Terran pretty efficiently. I had my timings down of when he could possibly attack me, but I also had my timing down where I would attack him if he did a certain strategy. Let's say he didn't have his third and he just went for a normal build, where he went to Colossus. If I just went to scout that third and then went to attack his Nexus, or his natural even, what would I have lost out going round to the third? Actually nothing. On a map like Daybreak, you always want to swoop round to the third and not go through the rocks at the front door. The rocks in the front door, if you run up there and you get sentryed, you can actually lose the game instantly by just having your army cut in two. So no matter what, on that map, I like to attack around the 10-minute mark going for the third. If they have the third up, that's great. You can apply pressure. You'll have your upgrade ready. They won't if they went for this very fast 3 base strat. Well, my strat wasn't a counter build to his. I just had my build ready. And I mean, I was preparing for a 6-gate, you know? So it wasn't as if I was completely blind countering him. It wasn't at all, actually. It was like as if he was blind countering me. But just with good play and just playing patiently, not panicking too much, just have your strategy down. As soon as I saw that he had a third, I was like, bam, I'm going to put up my third base. I'm going to put up 5 Rexes after this. I'm going to go upgrade pretty heavy and just going to pummel him. I'm going to have a higher supply than he does. And even if he wants to tech, I'm not going to let him because I'm going to have way more units than him. And guys, that's how you play TvP. So thank you for watching. If you want to go check out more replay analysis, go over to evilgeniuses.net and check us out. Check out more of myself, check out EG's ITRA, EG in Control, or EG Machine. Thank you for watching.